Hi, fellow travelers. Today, I want us to be kind of vigilant and take responsibility for our lives. I know many of us have got it wrong. I know most of us have given our responsibility over to other people. We've invested so much in the outside or even in the physical, forgetting that it is the inner, which is the spiritual, that is the root or that gives manifestation of what we see outside. Many of us are really having diseases in the physical that come from the inside. You can argue all you want, but for the ancient people who have known about meridians, who have known about chakra system, who have known about the pathway of energy, I don't know if any of you have read about the microbiotics by Kushi, and even so many other things. What I mention here, I want you to put in some time and you make research for yourself. I'm not a doctor, I'm just a traveler like you who has been bitten by my own creations, and now I've come back to me to ask why this, not why me. And the reason why many of us are suffering and we can't even find joy to be is because we are asking, why me? Why is it me? So who should it be, honestly? If not you, who should it be? Because everything we see here, even those we think that are not of use, Creator knows that it is necessary to be there. But the way we're going about life is that things that we need to really be mindful and take ownership and governance over are the things we've given away. The system has been designed to entrap, and most of us are already entrapped. So, are you one of the people who is going to at least escape? You might not escape physically because it is necessary. Everything has been taken over that you have to work in order to eat. You have to, like everything, most people are in the survival mode. So, it becomes a matter of emancipating your brain or getting at least your mind governance so that you're not told things that actually make no sense to you. The fear is too much. The fear is too much that you can feel it. No one will come up to support you when you say, no, I'm going to do this. No, I'm stopping all artificial things in my life. I'm going to eat natural things. I want to try it like that. The person you tell will tell you that, oh, what will happen? How are you going to be this? What will you? And then it becomes such a self-defeating battle. It is a conspiracy, you know. The way of human nature is that the mind is meant to protect you because the body is like a baby, you know. Our bodies are the temple of the living God who is the spirit in us. But if we don't know that we are spirit and we think we are these bodies and we have a mind that is all over the place, that is confused, it becomes a dangerous life. Is that the way life should be? I mean, we need to take responsibility to give something in order to get something. But even sometimes when you've given, society and way it is designed makes you feel like you've not given enough. People have been sacrificed. When I look at the Jesus, the Christ story, it is meant to show you how life works. It doesn't matter how much you give. The same people that you give will be after your life. So it becomes a life whereby you need to employ your wisdom. You need to take the lessons. Any lesson that you've not learned, it will keep repeating. At some point, you have to just give up and you'll be like, okay, let whatever be, but I intend to get out of this life having lived my way. It don't matter. Some of the things we face, there is death that is cut, there is life that is cut short, and it is because of our irresponsibilities. I believe that God is expressing through us and discovering itself through us. So if you are negligent about your own life, God is not going to lift a finger or come to do anything for you, because we were made adequate. We have a mind that can look and decide, especially if you refer to the life force in you. You know what is good and you know what is not good. So if you choose fear over trusting and love, then no one is to blame. Even if you are to die an early death, when you go, you cross over. If the ancestors, if source asks you and you're like, yeah, but there are these people, you know where you sent me, there is a system, they tell us this, and then you would be asked, when did you see me coming to tell you that that is the right way? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to bring awareness to you that know thy truth. If you know thy truth, then everything you do will be because you love to do it. And if you are to die the next minute, you will die doing something that you really love to do and you feel contented. So we will have more happy souls living earth. Right now, the way things are, the rich are also crying. No one knows. Most people have been lost in their addiction. Most people have been lost in fear. They even fear to attempt to do anything. And that's not what we are. When we look at the human story, they tell you that there were millions of sperms, and they were running, it was a battle of who is the fittest. And at that time, whoever is here, you were the fittest. You rushed and you won over the battle to be here. Having been there, you survived the 9 months in your mom's tummy. So the grace and the resilience and the willingness to live life is still within us, but it has been taken over. It has been covered by all the fear we've inherited from those who have lived before us. So what can I tell the one who is ready to escape? It don't matter how it ends, but let it end your way. I think we all create that realization that, yes, it's okay to do what we need to do, but if you can't do what they can't do, don't kill yourself doing it. They won't care. They have designed a system that sees all of us as tools to keep up their systems. I'm not saying that there are no good things to the system. Wherever you see wrong, know that there is right. Whenever you see fear, know that on the other side of fear is love and trust. But they can't work together. If they tell you that some of the foods, they are pesticides, they've been sprayed, they're not good for your body because your body doesn't understand, and then they give you concoctions made in the lab where they've even put animal things, We've been told the medication we take has in cockroaches, has in rats, has in what, and these are facts. You can go and look. I read about medication being given to people with high blood pressure and diabetics, that it has venom, and you take it in little portions and you think that that is a life worth living. For me, the way life is now, I'd rather live a short life that is mine at least. And I would love to see people awakening to that truth. It is very good to serve life. For me, I can't do some of the physical things because I've outdone myself, but I can share what I've learned. I can still contribute in an intelligent way. My mind is still here with me. My spirit is still here. So it is not just the worldly service. By you sharing, by even, sometimes you can't give anything, but just by being able to be with yourself, by not sharing the pain you feel with others and showing them resilience and trusting the grace that has got you covered in every way, you are contributing. Right now, the world we live in is full of fear, is full of anguish, is full of confusion, is full of, should I say, darkness, which is ignorance. But at the side of darkness is light, because we see now it's daytime, and when the light is on, it gives, like darkness gives way to light, So in amidst all the fear and the darkness and what, you be the light, The Bible says that no one lights a candle and leaves it under the bed. So if my light has been lit, it doesn't mean that I'm your truth, okay? But it means I can share with you to show you another side of life, to enlarge and expand your mind so that you can see otherwise. And if we can keep doing this, then there is a chance for a better tomorrow. And then we will live a world that is worthy for our descendants to come and our offsprings. Our ancestors did what they could. Now the ball is in our hands. Whoever is breathing right now, it is up to you and me to make it a better world. If individuals are awakened to the goodness in them and also know that we are the creators of all the chaos and the darkness we see, then even if they are spirits that are really evil, we can keep them out of work. Chaos and peace don't exist in the same place, So we can have clear minds so that they have no place to stay or to be. May we awaken to be peaceful people wherever it is possible. And I've come to understand it is possible because it takes two to tango. When evil comes, if there is light, it won't be able to fight it. It will surrender. That's why they try to tell you in the Bible that the demons trembled when Jesus walked. They knew his name because he had purified himself to an extent that he had universal love. You see the story with a Samaritan woman. He was able to drink from hers. And then they also tell you the story of the Good Samaritan. So when you choose to be the Good Samaritan in life, it also makes quite a big difference. You can offer a smile, even if it's not taken. You have given it. The space has recognized it. Not everything has to be recognized physically for it to be present. So you bless the area where you are. Bless everything with your peace, with your gratitude, with your inner joy. Joy does not mean there is absence of suffering. It doesn't mean that there is no dis-ease. No. Joy means gratitude amidst tears. You get this right, okay? Because there is so much that has gone wrong and we need to heal. But the joy is like hope that if I am still here, my next minute is better. There is chance for me to liberate myself from all the pain and the anguish. My love to you all. May we find peace. May we rediscover ourselves. May we live as a human family that was given stewardship over whatever we see around us.